Hey, good morning and welcome to 2022. Although this isn't going to be a live about New Year's resolutions or anything, because I'm not really feeling into that right now. I wanted to get on and share something that has been really it's been brewing, and I wanted to share it with everyone. So I started my morning as I always do with a journal exercise, and today was a little special it was a very slow morning. We were up late last night, and I just wanted to get on and share some of the things that through my journaling that came up that I know have been brewing and I've had a lot of fear around. So I just want to share them here and kind of put them out there and let you know that this is where I'm moving towards in 2022, although this is not, like I said, a, New Year's Day resolution type of thing. So, and this is very vulnerable for me. So I'm just letting you know I'm a little nervous. But it started with journaling about kind of like some questions I've had, like uncertainty and some fears, and I've been procrastinating for months now. And so I started with the first question was, what am I afraid of? I'm reading it to make sure I got it right. What am I afraid of? And what fears come up around clarity, right? So for me, the first fear that really came up was failure. Failure and not feeling safe, not being loved, not feeling connected. Those were the pieces that came up for me around clarity and why I've been procrastinating, right? So I'm afraid of failure. I'm afraid of not feeling safe, which is what I'm talking about, being vulnerable right now. Fear of not being loved, fear of not feeling connected to people around me. So I'm really tapping into that. The second question, and I'll put these questions in the comments so that you guys can have it if you want to journal. What is this telling me that I need? So what it's really telling me that I need is love, affection, and community. And I've known this for a really long time. I love connecting with people. I love being in a community. I also like my alone time. I like my quiet time, but I really am craving connection and community and love. And of course, during a pandemic, this has been challenging, so it's probably come up even more for me than normal. So I've trying to create a community for myself, and which is awesome. Oh, Michelle, thank you. You are loved also. I love that you just posted that. Thank you. Thank you. The third question is, where in my life have I most needed this, and from whom? Oh, that was a really tough question, right? So what it came up down to was not being enough, and I was compromising myself to make others happy. So that came up in how I compare myself to others or judge myself from others. And really that is so big, meaning that it's from where being in school as a student, from my family, from society in general, like not feeling like I was enough. And I always say this, become a chameleon, right? I had to become a chameleon so that I could please others. So it was really about compromising myself to please others. And I felt this, first it started at 7th grade, but then when I really started to look down and go down, I think all the way to 1st grade, right? Trying to fit in, trying to be able, in my head, be the best reader, be the best writer, be the best friend, be the best student, don't misbehave, do like all of those things, those expectations, so that we feel, right, that we are worthy, that we're enough, that we are seen, that we are heard. At least that's how I felt. I don't know how anybody else feels. So I felt like if I went all the way back to 1st grade, I couldn't remember kindergarten too much, but 1st grade, where I started with, I wanted to fit in. And by 7th grade, I think I created this story that, I was lonely and I felt misunderstood and not fitting in. And so therefore, that's where the chameleon came, right? I learned to adapt. I learned to change my color so that I didn't stand out. I learned to please everyone else around me and fit into the situation. So I started laughing when I thought of this because historically, if you asked me like where I wanted to eat, I'd say, well, where do you want to eat? And what are you going to have? I don't know. What are you going to have? Right? I was always doing that to please somebody else, never really looking at myself and saying, well, what the hell do you want to eat, Anna? Like, what is it you want? So I think that being a chameleon has been my way of life. I have been trying to please everyone else, but except for myself. So the next question I kind of went together with, which was tracing it back to a specific memory where this need was very apparent and painful, right? So I just talked about that, right? So that was that last question. So where in my childhood or adolescence, where did this come from? And then what did this memory bring up? So as I really stepped into this like journaling, adapting to everyone else's needs and expectations, I had used a phrase years ago that was pleasing the unpleasable, pleasing everyone but me. And I thought, holy crow, that is how I have been living my life. And all I wanted to do was like fit in and be enough. But creating that story was exhausting, right? Trying to be someone that I'm not is exhausting, right? Trying to be the chameleon and fit into everybody else's needs, trying to make everybody else happy, except for myself, do everything that everybody else expects of me. And nobody's really telling me to. This is just what I bought into. So the biggest block for me has been I'm not enough, right? That's the piece. But I am enough, right? I am. I know I am, but that real deep down feeling of I am enough. And so what I really want to say is that I have been working on creating a community that helps us all, or helps anyone, if this resonates with anyone in this community of being enough, right? And how about instead of pleasing everyone else, you pleased yourself, right? That's what my community, that's the root of my community. And what I've been procrastinating about is really building this community. I've been building it in different pieces and talking about having fun and everything. But really, when you please yourself, you're really talking about what lights you up, what gets you excited, what do you want to do? And there's all these different things we can do to bring that to our lives, and we can curate it and design our lives so that we live from this space of doing things that really please us. Yeah, there are some obligations, and yes, you need a paycheck, and yes, you have to go to work and all that stuff. But in addition to that, you really can live from a space of feeling like you are enough, you are worthy, you are loved. And so because of that, I'm really, this is the tough one. I'm really stepping into and honoring that I want to build this community. So I started, as most of you may know, and if you don't, this just Soul Care Circle, which is we're going to meet monthly and do some yoga, journaling, and meditation, and build community and a space to really get to know who you are, quiet that monkey brain, connect with your body, and just really, it's your personal journey. I'm just there kind of, what's the word I'm looking? I'm just trying to, I'm taking you on the journey, but it's your personal journey. And I'm loving that I'm going to create this space for women to come together. There's no pressure. It's just going to be a fun, relaxing, space where it's kind of sacred. And it's going to be for you, where you're pleasing yourself, where you're going to learn all the things that you need to do to please yourself. So that's already in the works, and I'm really excited about that. And that's going to start towards the end of January and run once a month. However, what I've been afraid of and been procrastinating about is about doing some individual sessions. So I'm going to take a big deep breath here and slow myself down because I can feel I'm a little nervous about this. I am looking for, this is what I'm putting my request out there. I'm looking for three people who are interested in doing actually 3 individual sessions with me. And there'll be lots of bonuses. I'm thinking I'll include the Soul Care Circle in that, and there'll be some other meditations and journal prompts and stuff like that. But this will be the first time I'm doing this, so it would be a very discounted rate. And in addition to that, I'm just looking for feedback. I'm looking for feedback from the 3 people that I'm working with. So I have 3 spaces for 3 sessions. at a very discounted rate, because this is the first time I'm ever offering this, ever. And I'm really nervous about it. And I am really trusting right now that this is part of building my community, and building the community of people who are not worried about pleasing other people or being chameleons. They really want to be true to themselves and do what makes them happy and fills them with joy, and allow themselves to feel all the emotions that they feel and just enjoy their lives the best that they can. So with that said, if you are interested at any time, DM me, I would say, is the best thing. I don't even have like a checkout or anything built for this. I'm just literally this morning made the commitment. This has been brewing and I've had a lot of fear around it, like I said. So I'm saying yes. And so if this resonates with you, if this doesn't resonate with you and this isn't for you, that's great. I really want to celebrate you, but I'm looking for people who want to learn how to do this so we can celebrate each other, be in a community. I also would like to say, if this isn't for you, but you know somebody who you feel could benefit from it, by all means share it. Just give them my Instagram or my Facebook, and they can reach out to me through Messenger. Like I said, I don't even have a checkout. I don't have anything. So the best way to get to me is just to do a private message through either social media or email at anna@shiftyourgaze.com, shiftyourgaze2.com. You can email me, and I'm going to put these questions in the comments below. So when this plays over, you'll have access to those questions. And if you too would like to take yourself through that journaling, that would be, it's great. And I just then sat a little bit in meditation and allowed all of that to sink in. So wishing you a beautiful day. Thank you, Michelle, for staying on. And I believe empowering, I don't know who that, it says empowering something LLC. So empowering, thank you for coming on, and wishing you all a great day, even though it's really gloomy here. And if this interests you, reach out. Thank you.